Hello guys, I wanted to show you my monk build. So I found this build very useful, uh, especially considering I'm a 900 resonance player. Okay, so I'll let you know like why this build is good, and even in like low resonance PvP games or high resonance PvP games. Okay, so as you can see, the skills which I'm using is Shield of Zen, Mystic Strike, seven-sided strikes, and the Flying Dragon. Okay, I'll let you know what are the essences I'm using. So before essences, let me just tell you that I am using the Vithus set with the Shalabas for increased attack speed and primary attack damage. So that's done, and that out of the way. The essences which I'm using are for Shield of Zen, the helm and the uh, chest piece for the 25% increased movement speed and the shield of duration increase. So why I use increase, because paired with this I have a longer duration of movement speed compared to if I'm not using this one. So I run for quite some time, and with the two awakenings I get reduced cooldown on both these Shield of Zen, reduced cooldown, and reduced cooldown, Shield of Zen cooldown decreased, so 20% reduction here. Plus I have a Blessed Pebble, full 10 stars or level 10. So it gives quite some time, and the Blessed Pebble also, like if you see, gives movement speed. So I have some kind of a good movement speed for quite some time. Uh, and Blessed Pebble also helps with the with you set, so you get almost a 1 second increase, maybe more than 1 second increase in your with use charge, like for the 30% increased duration. So this 3 seconds become like 4.2 or 4.1 or maybe 4 seconds. Okay, so that is why Shield is Zen very good, and Shield of Zen for Monk is very basic. You can try to use the damage one if you have like very high resonance and you can tank, but for me, like even that shield is like what, like very low shield. It's not a very big shield, 20k HP. It's like just one shot from any good resonance player. 20k is nothing, but at least like when you move around, like maybe you survive some damage and you evade one loss of control. So really good here. So you can use your charms as well, but yeah, that's not important. These two things are very important. Now, Mystic Strike. So Mystic Strike is very good. People use the Exploding Palm. I'll just show you like where the essences are. So Exploding Palms, you can get up to 3 charges, but the problem with Exploding Palm is like you have to invest in like getting that legendary essence occupied. So here you get the Exploding Palm. Everyone knows by now. Exploding Palm launches, and then this one you get an extra charge. So you are out of the screen most of the time for Exploding Palm. But yeah, it uses like 2 of your legendary gears essences for that. Mystic Strike by default gets 3 charges, and it's like quite long one. The Exploding Palm behaves very weirdly sometimes. It like doesn't like go through sometimes, but I find Mystic Strike like very useful. Plus the benefit of Mystic Strike is from the pants you get or the legs you get now cause you to charge to a location, knocking up and damaging all nearby enemies. So this is really good, right? uh, you get 3 charges of knock up. I always played Barb. Like my other account, my class change account is like Barb. I usually, and 2 furious charges feels like a bit too less. If there was 3 charges, like maybe Barb can use 2 to run in and maybe 1 to get out. But keeping that aside, like not talking about Barb, 3 is really good number of charges that you can use. Okay, so plus it has a knock up as well. And if you see, right, every knockback, right, like if you see the flying kick, you can do flying kicks, you can do a knockback, but a player cannot be affected every once every 3 seconds. Can only be affected like once every. You cannot like multiple knockbacks, but this does not apply to Mystic Charge, right? Because Mystic Charge, this is a knock up. It says a player can be pulled only once, but we are not pulling, we are knocking up, right? That is how I understand, and I think I have tried knocking up people continuously and it has worked. Okay, so there goes the Mystic. Now, the thing about Vithus is like you have to keep your charges up. Like now, if you do your Shield of Zen, your Vithus has expired now. You're like 4 seconds out where you have no Vithus buff, right? So how do we use something that can be utilized